we can create a body from the last sense of base as the smell. The field came to here from our felt. Field come to here from our felt. That were the evidence of the landed areas of the planet Earth as well. Because the zone where the originate on the atmosphere as the molecule of the sight as the tear spread. We have our sense as sight, smell, touch, taste, and hearing. So the sight relate to the eyes and smell relate to the nose and our touch to the skin and the taste related to the tongue. And after our hearing related to the ears. But about all of the sense to become to the sense of smell and after the death. It is smell produced from the dead body because the smell has the essence of our life. For an example, a dog died earlier for the days. So the dead body to became to rot and its body produced the nasty smell at there. The smell were the conclusion of their beings of the sense. If we have the sense of five and as well as all of animals have the five senses as the base of the beings, then the sense running as the motivation to the thirst and hunger. Its motivation is the sixth sense. The sixth sense running as the same to the animals and the humans. Further, the seventh sense is a social things. It is seventh sense related to the habitat and beings of the sex and the lineage of the tradition. It has the humans. If it has the humans and it has the animals as rut, group living and their descendant thing. And we get to talk about the eighth sense. The eighth sense related to the time and it traveling territory as the north, east, west, south, northeast, southeast, southwest, and the northwest. It eighth sense conclude to the humans, but it eighth sense run as the spark to some animals. At last, the ninth sense is the thing of the present place if you stand at there with the eighth sense. It graph running the place place you stand with the knowledge of the eighth sense, of the ninth sense knowing as the name of the wisdom or the enlightenment on the graph. It is that graph. North, northeast, northwest, east, west, southeast, southwest and south. It is the 8 things. When we will study about the 8 things, those you can getting the ability to the stand with your 8 sense on the middle of the it graph. So those time you know running on the 8th sense, you getting to the 9th sense as the wisdom or the enlightenment. Wherever we go, they are around running. They are around running the 8th sense, around the 8th sense with the 9th sense. Chart of the sense saying first is smell, second is sight, third touch, fourth taste, fifth hearing, sixth motivation, seven intellect, eight knowledge, ninth wisdom, 10 afflatus. Afflatus means the extra sensory rise from the past. Of the lotus, up the lotus, in the German, of the lotus. So afflatus means the extrasensory rise from the past, up the lotus, off the lotus on the German price. So the afflatus means the extrasensory rise from the past. All of our external sense related to the internal sense. All of our external sense related to the internal sense. Internal sense are our smell, sight, touch, taste and hearing. A whole point of the sense have at there, and after our death, it sense will create an atmosphere upon the past body said as before about the sense of smell from the dead body of the dog. We says the smell creating around the dead bodies as the concluding the last sense of smell. If we lost our body, we are not lost the complete sense that concluded to the smell, and the smell creating an atmosphere upon the body, because every body made by the elements of the base, indeed as the fire, water, earth, air and the sky. So the body to become an endurity to the basic of the elements, and after it body to become an afflatus to an appropriative body from the past body, and after the dead body to become an afflatus extrasensory perception rise from the past beings to an appropriate body. If we can stay within another body, must we will getting the body preferred to the transmigration from the body to the another body. If you want to become to an afflatus, if you want to become to an afflatus after you are dead, and must you want too many measurement of the intellect and knowledge to the wisdom from the basic sense. So feel the essential life as the order of the soul. Order means the good smell. Order of the soul from the magnetic aversion field as the atmosphere. I get to show the relative graph of the elements in two senses, how running via throughout via the fire elements via the sense. It is that chart. It is that chart. I get to read it. The fire via the eyes through sight. Fire traveling via the eyes to sight. The fire via the sight. The fire we are the site between the fire uh, and the site ice. The fire flip to the site flip to the fire. Wherever the fire, they are around the site. Water throughout to the tank. Fire throughout on the ice to the site. Water throughout on the tongue to the test. Fire throughout on the site. Water throughout on the tongue to taste. Earth throughout on the leg to the touch. Earth throughout on the leg to the touch. Sky running or flip. Sky running or flip to the ears, hearing. Light, if the light is the first, second we can hear the thunder, but the light and the thunder proceeding from the same way of the magic of the God sender here. So the sky related to the ear, so for the hearing. Sky related the ears for the hearing, the voice of the sense. Air related to the nose to the smell. It is the transmigration from the elements to the being sense, beings to the elements. Okay. We are died, yet we not to become to the feel of the death, because we to become an element after the death as appropriate to the fire, water, earth, sky and air as well, our obsequies. The basic elements running ever vast upon the planets as reason of the body and its dynamic things. There has a space as an infinity. Then an atmosphere known as atom of sphere. An atmosphere known as atom of the sphere is the atmosphere. It were a spheroid egg. It were spheroid egg. Said as the Indian myth Rigveda. Then it egg split out as an atom to the to three spherules. The spheroid atom splitting to the three spherules of the proton, neutron and the electron from the spheroid egg. But we cannot find any lost from the split from the three spherules of an atom from twice time. Further, we spherules to become an incredible increase fourth it, each 1, 2, 3, fourth there. It keeping it split as increase and nowadays it split index to a new thesis of the theosophy about our death belief. Because we believe born and alive ever on the past, without dead or lost. Graph of an atom split, I get to show again to the atom how running without lost or dead proton, neutron and the electron without dead or lost to the traveling to the vastness without dead or lost.